Yeah. I sent you a message.
Were you able to speak with Bernadette, Racheal?
Yeah, we are live now, Madam. Yes. Okay. Madam Nemata, I'm sending you a message now. Please, can you check your phone? Yeah. Okay, I sent it.
Perfect.
Florence, I think you can start up with the program now.
Hello, good evening, ladies and viewers, and a warm welcome to this virtual Women's Leadership Conference. And it's a pleasure having you and seeing all the beautiful and talented ladies give us hope in Sierra Leone. And I want to thank you, Racheal, for creating this platform. We'll now start with silence prayers. As we all know, we are very religious tolerant in Sierra Leone, so I'll encourage us to have just a minute silent prayers. Amen and Amen. I would like to start first of all by welcoming everybody to this conference. If you're watching us live on Facebook, local television, or joining the Zoom, we want to welcome you all and thank you for taking your time to be part of this program. And you can listen to the program, send in your text message or concern by the Zoom link. There is a section there where you can send in your comments, or you can send in your comment by Facebook. I would now like to welcome Racheal, who is the host, to give us a welcome remarks. Welcome, Racheal.
Thank you very much, Florence. Thank you so much. Thank you, Florence. Welcome, everybody. Madam Chairperson. Okay, hold on, let me just put down. Madam Chairperson, distinguished guests and members of the Fourth Estate. I am so delighted to welcome you to the first virtual Sierra Leone Women and Politics Leadership Conference 2021, organized by the Tele to Racheal TV network. Tele to Racheal is an online advocacy platform for women, promoting our flagship program called Women and Politics, with the aim to advocate for women to be given equal opportunity as men to serve, lead, and to provide a safe and secure environment for women to thrive in politics. Women continue to be underrepresented in government across nations and face barriers that often makes it difficult for them to exercise their potential rights and assume leadership positions in politics. As women of Sierra Leone, we equally find ourselves underrepresented in parliament and far removed from decision-making positions across the board, even though women make up 52% of our population. There needs to be a fundamental shift in the way society views women in government, one that does not see them as mere seat fillers or start on the chart, but must be viewed as vital contributors to development in Sierra Leone. We need women to run for political office. We do need women at all levels. We need women to be at the table when decisions are being made, to change the dynamic, reshape the conversation, and ensure women's voices are heard. Once again, I want to welcome you all as I leave you in the capable hands of our chairperson and speakers who are going to speak on thematic areas affecting women in politics. These are inspirational women, thought leaders, and change agents who are making extraordinary contribution in advocating and promoting the rights of women in Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all. Thank you very much, Florence.
Thank you very much, Racheal. I think you've started it with a high note, mentioning about the importance of having women in our society, and not only having women, but being represented in every area in governance. And it's my pleasure, but a very difficult role indeed, to introduce our chairperson, who is a household name, a very astute woman. I think if we, the young ones, are talking now and you've not come across that name, then you have to ask yourself a question. So it's my pleasure to introduce Auntie Nemata, and I'll call her Auntie Nemata. She's actually Dr. Mrs. Nemata Majeks-Walker. The name has become synonymous with the fight for women's political rights in Sierra Leone. She has spent the past 15 years working extremely hard in promoting the role of women in elections as candidates, voters, and all-round involvement in political process in Sierra Leone and various countries, including Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Zimbabwe, the Gambia, Liberia, and Southern Sudan. Notably, her role as international consultant trainer for the United Nations mission in Liberia, UNIMIL, which ushered in the first female president in West Africa in 2015, places her in good stead In addition to her work as a trainer consultant, she has been on various elections observations missions to various countries and more recently in Belize, Nigeria, Togo, and Pakistan. She's the mother of 2 successful children. After gaining an honors degree in English language and literature from Frobe College, she later obtained a master's degree from the University of Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, and a PhD from the University of Surrey. She is the co-founder and global president of the 50/50 Group. She has received many awards nationally and internationally. The most notable one is being named as one of BBC's 100 women across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our chairperson for Sierra Leone Virtual Women and Politics Leadership Conference 2020, Dr. Mrs. Nemata Majeks-Walker. Thank you. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Very, very much. Thank you very much. I thought I was listening about somebody else, but thank you so much, Florence. I'm very, very pleased to be the chair of the first Sierra Leone Women's Virtual Conference. We have now changed the narrative. We are now in a digital world, and I'm very pleased that many of us in Sierra Leone can rise up to the challenge and take part in such a conference. It's very, very important, especially because this enables you to have a lot of people from all over the world, from the diaspora and everything, and it is everybody's business to talk about positioning our women in Sierra Leone. The time is now. If there has ever been a time, the time is now. You all know how excited we are about the fact that the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Bill, which has been renamed Gender Empowerment Bill, has been passed by Cabinet. And we are now lobbying Parliament to get it passed. And I can assure you that we are very positive that it will be passed soon. I need not say much about that. I think I will ask us to, we will start the evening by listening to or watching a short skit. Probably the skit will capture the topic of the day. Never mind at the beginning it says the bill has been passed in Parliament. Ignore that. The bill has been passed by Cabinet, and we are all lobbying now for it to be passed in Parliament. All the stakeholders are involved in ensuring that it is passed by Parliament. I am very, very positive that it will be passed. So over to you now, Racheal, for us to see the skit. Racheal?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Zaina, you there?
I dey.
Hey, you did let you know this.
I dey na me own corner. I dey do Charlie.
Yo,
Charlie look good though.
Yeah, now you dey talk, Hey.
Charlie, I can't tell you today. Now something I hear you. This honorable symbol. Now I hear for say you want go for. Charlie, this honorable symbol, I'm not sure say enough opportunity there for woman there forget symbol. As a matter of fact, Charlie, you know for say we the woman there, we not gonna support you. I don't can advise you, let you there with you cheerleader, I dey so now the women swings like how we dey so cheerleader. Besides, you know the social media, the cost and everything where they gone. You go able land a cheerleader.
Zaina. So if I not do one, now that good one. You know that everybody gender empowerment bill 2021? Hey, they don't pass on a parliament too. So every political party forgive 30% of their symbol to woman them.
Yeah?
Yes. And then say also, even after the election, all the government appointment, then 30% for go to women. It's now with them all. But all that they now say also that they give you access to finance.
Yeah.
So what if we make another one? Now for be chairlady forever. You know, so we get so much for do. And unless we dip on this thing and so, and we get with voice when they talk, not they go before. So me, I dey expect you for make you support me.
Hey, chairlady, tell her. Cabinet don't pass the bill. Now, women organizations then they lobby for make parliament turn the bill to an act where go be beneficiary to all women then. How we voice them will be hard if we not try for them at the forefront. We the woman therefore take chance of this opportunity. If you na woman, you then na any political party, time don't reach for let you come out say that women swing, women swing. No, if you don't pass come on na women swing and go for symbol and not to just start to you self-qualify for being director or board chairman or board this, board that, because that's the bill law say. And now opportunities to finance self done day, which means we the woman self they get access to money, we go make the campaign go easy for we. This na time for make we the woman and take advantage of this 30% quota. That means say more opportunities don't open for we the woman there for they na the forefront when it comes to we political party the way we did. Let we go more for symbols there, for be honorables there and all that. And so make we campaign and all that. Where you be the think say when not go there you come be woman and not go support you, or where you the think say opportunities not there for the woman then get symbol. The time don't change and what you they wait for? This now the time for let you grab, let you support you company woman and let yourself take advantage of this opportunity. That way they will all go help for change the narratives and the perception of how people then they see women in politics. Let we not just limit ourselves to women swing leader or women swing this, women swing that. Let we self begin to show it for changing the narrative of how women then they see don't one now politics na salon. So chairlady, me I dey support you.
Thank you. I don't get to people that
support. I support.
I be the finance funding now. We dey support you.
No matter where you go, no forget to say you come on. No matter where you go, no forget to say you come on. No matter how far you go, no forget to say you come on. No matter the level you reach in life, no forget to say you've been stuck. Nobody, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
There is indeed no place like home, definitely. It's a wonderful skit and it tells the story. I mean, I think Nini made a mistake at the beginning by saying it has been passed in parliament. The bill they're not passed in a parliament too, but we gladly, because for over 20 years old, don't they fought for this bill. And now the non-cabinet don't approve of them. There are so many concerns that we are raising. We did try for fine-tuner now, and we did try for lobby just last week. Marcella Samba-Sesay been there with the parliamentarians, the female parliamentarians, they try for talk to them. We did try for talk to all men, let them support this bill. We, the women there, we know say now we right. Now we right for take part in politics. From when we launched 50-50 in 2001, we don't talk that. We been effort for 50%, but globally then say let we fed for 30%, which is reasonable, a minimum of 30%. And this bill here, they give you that minimum day. So I'm glad which your lady don't get other than go support them for let take part in this bill. Because now that we want. Now that we the woman for the aim for do. We the woman we forfeit for join political party, we forfeit for make a difference of political parties then. You can imagine if Marcella Samba-Sesay or Bernadette Lahai or any of we or Sadia, they join political party, Florence. If you don't have any political party, you can imagine, you feel say they don't give the symbol, then go Fred, you want them. Because when you join the political party, you go make your presence felt and the man then go all you bomb. So obviously, they go give this symbol. Now that make we the advocate for let all women then take part. If women them for join political party, now is the time. Now we for position we serve for take we rightful God-given place na salon. Una thank you. Now we go on to the next speaker. I don't know, Florence, you will be the one introducing the next speaker. Is that not so? Florence?
No,
Will you?
I think the next speaker is Dr.
Honorable is having some challenges, so Florence, you can
She's
skip
having,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
She rang me to say she's having some challenges. So I don't know whether we should go to Sally or Marcella.
No, Marcella.
Marcella, yes, Marcella wanted to come on early.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everybody knows who Marcella Samba-Sesay is, the boss lady with a sugar god. You go ahead and introduce her.
Thank you very much. The boss lady with a sugar god. And
Yes.
I'll start by saying she's a big sister, a mentor, and someone I've been admiring. She was ahead of me in school, so it's not too difficult for me to talk about her because she's been someone I've been watching since I wore the pink and blue. She is one of Sierra Leone's finest female political analysts and governance experts. Her work is dedicated to ensure democratic change in Sierra Leone politics and that governance is proper and respects the human rights of citizens. She has been working assiduously in the fields of democracy, elections, peace, and security. She's the Executive Director of Campaign for Good Governance, CGG, Sierra Leone's lead governance advocacy institution. She's also the Chairperson of National Elections Watch, NEW. She has a very strong reputation for holding governments to account. Her actions have helped institute a human rights culture in Sierra Leone. She has mobilized women for political participation and made sure the basic services and adequate delivered to communities. She became a compelling and prominent voice in the 2018 elections. She is nationally and internationally recognized as Sierra Leone's lead civil society advocate for good governance, democracy, and women's empowerment. Marcella holds a Bachelor's of Arts with honors degree in political science at the Frobe College, University of Sierra Leone, and a Master's of Arts at the distinction in democracy, politics, and governance at the Royal Holyrood University of London. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mrs. Marcella Samba-Sesay, a big sister, a mentor, and a friend. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Thanks so much. I am so excited this evening. Thanks so much, Florence. Thanks so much for that introduction. That's the kindest introduction I can think about. This is our moment, and I encourage the sisterhood bond to continue. Every Sierra Leonean woman must seek a reason to be part and parcel of this campaign. We would have opportunities to do other things, but to enact the Gender Empowerment Bill 2021, we need to pull our acts together and make sure things happen in the way we want it. Today, as I did say, Racheal and others who have put this virtual conference together, I am very happy and excited to be part of it. And as we deliberate on the theme, positioning women for political leadership in Sierra Leone, I think this conference is very, very timely. It's very, very timely because if we're talking about a minimum 30% quota representation and financing for gender equality and moving towards legislating that in Sierra Leone, we need to also find an opportunity to look inwards and position ourselves, women, to ensure that once a space, a platform has been created, we do not only take the platform, but we make sure every aspect of it is fully taken so that people will not ask us where are the women. Exactly. Many a times we think women should be brought to the table, but for us at Campaign for Good Governance, we believe that when women come to the table, they should not only come, they should come with their chairs as well. Because when you come with your chair, you have an appropriate sitting position and you know why you are sitting there. But whilst we look inwards, it is always good to talk to ourselves what can be done. And I think I want to use this platform tonight to talk to Sierra Leoneans. The first point I will lay on the table is what I call mindset change. You see, it's unfortunate that within the Sierra Leonean culture and the perceptions of women, majority of Sierra Leoneans do not still believe women can lead. And this is a big challenge. You know, this is entrenched in our sociopolitical culture. The data in Sierra Leone speaks for itself. 146 MPs, 17 women, 35 judges, 10 women, 26 ministries, 5 headed by women. In the history of policing in Sierra Leone, this is the first time we are having a female deputy inspector general, not even an IG. I mean, we are moving towards enacting a progressive law to correct this imbalance. And I think it's important that as we talk to ourselves, as we reflect on positioning ourselves, we understand that we are positioning ourselves in a culture that is deep-seated in discriminating against women in our society. The other point I want to put on the table, Florence and Auntie Nema, I want to also mention the unnecessary competition between women's groups and among women's groups as opposed to collaboration. You know, we are operating in environments that encourage a sense of competition and separation rather than collaboration and cooperation. It is critical to build alliances and partnerships as we seek to position women for leadership. Some women have not had the opportunity to lead all their lives, not because they don't want to be, but because the spaces are closed. I normally give this example. I say even in a compound, when you want to say who would be the head of this compound, all the 30 or 40 inmates in that compound will choose a man. The man is not even at home. He goes 6 a.m. in the morning and comes 12 midnight, but still is the head of the compound. Nobody would select a woman who would be all day at home, understanding the kids, understanding the dynamics of that setting. Nobody in that compound would choose her to lead in that compound. So the perception, so women have not had the space to take up leadership position. And as we say, we want to position women, we need to be mindful of that. The third point. And I think I want to encourage that this conference unpack this a little bit further. You see, there is this notion, a myth that is going around that women do not support each other. This is a myth, and we need to unpack it. It is not true. Society has created an opportunity where women see each other not as allies, but as if we are in competition. So we are fighting over men, we are fighting over boyfriends, we are fighting over who wears the best clothes, we are fighting. A society of rivalry has been created. But let me tell you, the best supportive people when it comes to empowering one another are women. Just imagine when a woman gives birth, who are the people who are around her? So one of the things I want to ensure is that how can we use those positive tendencies of sitting by a system, of ensuring a woman delivers safely, of caring for one another, how can we bring those sentiments into politics? When people are saying women do not support each other, the figures are showing, but these women are in a culture where women's participation, women's participation are not recognized. I just gave the example of the head of a compound. I gave the example of the figures in parliament. I gave the example of the Sierra Leone police. Not that there are competent women, but women have not been able to see each other. That's the power of representation, to see somebody in the highest office and say, yes, I want to be that woman. So let us understand that we are living in a cultural and political setting that does not empower women. And as we move along, we need to understand this. We are not an homogeneous group. Myself and Auntie Nema, we are two different people. We are women, yes, but we are two different people. We do not think the same. Men do not support each other too. If men were supporting each other, all the problems of this world would have been solved. No, but they have various political parties, they have various political interests, they have sects, they have groups, they have different dimensions. So let us not go with this misnomer that we have to be together. Sometimes we have to be apart because democracy espouses choices. And so it is important to use those values that we have and to understand that traditionally women have not been taking leadership position. So it is very difficult for them to support another woman to assume political position. And so we need to empower them, train them, and help them to unlearn such behavior. I know yes, I have to be very quick to put my points on the table very quickly for the discussion. And equally so, I want to make it known that we must be able to tell our stories. I know very vibrant women in Sierra Leone who have not been telling their stories. We need to start telling our stories. And in fact, the media has not been kind to us. Many a times women are portrayed in the media as victims. We need to start presenting ourselves as victors. It is so unfortunate the things the media can do to bring women down. For example, when Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was appointed Director General early this year, a Swiss newspaper disgracefully writes, "This grandmother will become the boss of WTO," with a photograph under the headline. Such portrayal is poisonous for women's emancipation. This was a Black woman we all admire. Our kids need to emulate her. She's a beacon of light and an icon of hope for girls. But unfortunately, instead of the media celebrating her, that was a disgraceful presentation. But then I love the way the African girls, you know, took their space and they had this their signature head tie showing that, yes, I am Dr. Ngozi. And this is what we need to emulate. That's the power of representation. We need to showcase women who have made it so that other women will have the strength and courage to aspire for position. So positioning women is very important. And the next point talks about men's allyship. We need to understand, whether we like it or not, that in this quest for women's empowerment, we must also bring the men on board. They have been occupying the spaces and they need to also unlearn that behavior to understand that, yes, they have to work with women. I know, Campaign for Good Governance, for example, the history of CGG shows that we have had women at the highest, position in the organization. When some men are interviewed for position in the organization, when they come, they see the advert and say, oh, the head of the organization is a woman. They don't come again because they don't want to take instructions from women. So we need to understand that. We need to get men on board so that they'll be able to unlearn such behavior and so their actions cannot undermine the sort of emancipation we're talking about. And then it is also important that even though we are talking about male involvement, we should ensure that we are not involving them to a position that would undermine the very essence of why we want to empower women. So the empowerment should be so strong that we are not using the opportunities that women are supposed to benefit from and diverting it to men in the name of male involvement. We need to be very, very careful. And I think my last point would speak to the fact that, let me say this in Creole. But people, they go around, they talk, say this gender empowerment bill now for elite women then. I am saying this with all humility. I don't need a law to be empowered. I am empowered already. But we have a conviction that when we are empowered, it is important that we do not enter and close the door behind us. We need to ensure we leave the door open so we sister then safe for kind side. So this gender empowerment bill 2021 are for all women. Women the way in a local council, women the way one for aspire for parliament, women the one for going to political office, women the way want access to finance for do business. Now for all women. The only side where this bill not touch yet in terms of political emancipation, na chieftaincy. chieftaincy gets its own dynamics, and I think say it makes sense for let we understand say we not go able for bite between them too much of what we're not go able for true. So now then thing and then we take up and see how best we can able push and forth now the women's the gender empowerment bill. I want to encourage all my salon sister them, my mama, my cousin, and my auntie them, and equally demand them. Una put hand under this bill. This will help for better salon. It will help with development. It will raise, you know, a number of indices were good for economic and socio-political development that we country. I want to tell you plenty. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Marcella. Thank you very, very much. Our boss lady with a sugar god. I was not expecting anything less. But I want to assure you that as Madeleine Albright said, we the women of Sierra Leone now realize that there is a special place in hell for women who don't support each other. So we are walking side by side, supporting each other and making sure, just like the skits showed just now, all the women said they were going to support the chair lady, and we will all support other women. And we will also encourage our men to walk side by side with us. Our men are already empowered. They have been suppressing us over the years. They don't need a lot of empowerment. We want them to support us. We want them to understand what our message is. Our message is women have a right to take part in politics. Women have a right to be equal partners in development. And we want our men to understand that. Thank you so much, Marcella. Thanks for the very good examples that you've given. The example about the head of the compound, and also the fantastic statistics that you gave us. Those statistics should really wake us up. Women of Sierra Leone, this is our time. We must take the advantage of this bill that will soon be passed in Parliament and make our presence felt in our political parties and make sure that we play a very active part in governance. Sierra Leone, now we all get them. Not to one woman get them, not to them man, they no more get them. Now man and woman, now then they walk side by side. Democracy means government of the people, for the people, by the people. What do we mean by people? People mean man and woman. So do ya, we salon woman then, let we walk side by side. Let we make up we mind this trip. Let we take we rightful place pan this political fight. We're not afraid nobody know they intimidate we. Now government pretty soon, Parliament will pass the 30% quota bill, which means place there for we. Then they even provide reserved seats for we. Place there for we now, so nobody know for hesitate. Please. And all that intimidation we've been there be in the past, not go be again. Thank you very much, Marcella. And now I would like to ask Florence to introduce our next speaker. I think it's Sally Adams.
I'll introduce Sally Adams.
Okay.
Okay. Or do we now have
questions?
Has Dr. Bernadette been able to come in?
She is still having some challenges, but before I introduce Madam Sally, can you please state what Madam Sally will be talking on as we introduce her?
Okay. Madam Sally is as president of the Women's Forum, which is the governing body, it's the mother body for all women's organizations in Sierra Leone. Madam Sally will be talking about women positioning for political leadership in Sierra Leone. Women positioning for political leadership in Sierra Leone. We women of Sierra Leone, we are now taking our rightful position to participate in politics in Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much.
Over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nemata.
Racheal, I just want to interrupt a little bit and recognize a strong woman within us who is Madam Femi Claudius Cole. I think she needs a special recognition. She is one of the few women who stood up as a presidential candidate. And She needs to be applauded, and she needs our support, and we need to be really proud of her. Thank you very much, Madam Femi, for, facing, the challenge that men think they are the only one who can do it. But I want to assure you, with such team, such vibrant women, you are recognized, you are appreciated, and you have our support 100%. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Florence. Also, before I move on to introduce Madam Sally, I also want to recognize Madam Ebu Strasser King. She is also an household name in Sierra Leone. She was once a former minister in the past government, APC government. Madam Ebu Strasser King, I want to welcome you. And we recognize you. We see you. Thank you very much for being part of this conference.
Thank you very much, Madam. And I must say, I find it very, very interesting and educative. It is these conferences that we need to educate women about their rights in Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Ebu. So I'll go straight to Madam Mrs. Sally Adams. She is a dedicated long-term gender activist in promoting and empowering women and girls in Sierra Leone for the past 15 years. An ECOWAS training certificate in gender and elections at the Institute of Electoral Administration and Civic Education. Not only being a gender activist, but has also rendered myriad of services to our country as a senior teacher and head of department home economics at the Methodist Girls High School, JSS, to date. She is presently the national president of Women's Forum Sierra Leone and also the founder and national coordinator of Young Women Advocacy Network. She represented the Women's Forum as one of the lead conveners in the Women's Situation Room in 2018 for the conduction of a peaceful, free, and fair national elections in Sierra Leone. And she is presently serving as an advisory board member at the Sierra Leone Small Arms Commission. She has a master's in public administration from Jala University of Sierra Leone, a master's in public health, Jala University, Sierra Leone, BEd in home economics, environmental science from Milton Magai College of Education and Technology in Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mrs. Sally Adams. Madam Sally, can you put on your camera and the floor is yours.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam. Yeah, that's a wonderful introduction. I'm seeing Dr. Nemata laughing at me. Doctor, hi, how are you?
How are you, our
organizers?
Head of Women's
Fellow
Forum? How are
presenters.
you? Yes. Eh?
Yeah, I'm fine, ma'am. I'm fine.
Thank you. Yeah.
Greetings from the Women's Forum Sierra Leone, the national umbrella body, as being said by Racheal. Women's Forum Sierra Leone is the national umbrella body. I'm here today to represent the forum on the team. Why did it go? Okay. To discuss on the team Women Positioning for Political Leadership in Sierra Leone. I consider this as a privilege and great responsibility. So once more, I thank all those that are listening far and near on this wonderful event. My topic, Women's Positioning for Political Leadership in Sierra Leone. And it is clear that the women's political representation in Sierra Leone is still low, despite all drastic efforts being made by us, the women. For the team, the discussion has given me a great hope that Sierra Leone and the world at large are now ready to see women in political and in leadership. Women's Forum Sierra Leone has been working tirelessly for the women to come forward to showcase their talents, willingness, and readiness to participate in politics and to take leadership role in Sierra Leone. We have done this effort for the past 25 years, and we are still doing it as the national umbrella body. Women in Sierra Leone have been brave enough to face societal taboos. They have been more political and sometimes lobby for political representation. A case point was women ready to vie for parliamentship in the north, but unfortunately, her dreams were not realized because of she met her untimely death. Now, when we parliamentary results, we have only 10% of women there. The local council elections, we have 6% of women. And for the ministerial positions, we have women's forum. Sorry for the interruption, please. Women's Forum Sierra Leone have worked tremendously to have the voice of equality. However, we are aware of the we all are living, and women themselves feel comfortable with the system by their action to their fellow women. As we all know, there's a saying that women don't support their fellow women. And some of the women just think that they will just be behind the men singing, dancing. They are not fit to come for political They are not fit to come for political opposition. The line is very bad. I'm sorry, the line is very okay. Our own aim and objective as the National Women's Umbrella Organization is to ensure that we carry out actions that encourage and sensitize our women for more participation in political leadership. Due to continuous lobbying and dialogue with policy makers through the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs for the 30% quota has now been approved at cabinet level and gazetted awaiting parliamentary approval. Therefore, the Women's Forum Sierra Leone strongly supports the gender empowerment bill, which makes for, we have the minimum of 30% for political representation of women, minimum of 30% appointed positions, significant gender mainstreaming, and meaningful things that if these men are ready to sacrifice their own seats for our women, but we are still trying to advocate and lobby. If this bill is being passed in Parliament, I think it will create more opportunities for women, not only in their homes, but also in their communities, in their workplaces, because as you see, we are talking about gender mainstreaming. So the Women's Forum Sierra Leone, because it's time more in parliamentarians, traditional leaders, councillors, all stakeholders, and the whole country to support and appreciate a historic development. The announcement of the gender empowerment bill.
Okay, I think because of the network, Madam Nemata, you want to step in?
If I could ask questions, or I can say, what should be done to encourage women to take leadership and participate in politics? I think one of the things as women's group we should do is to organize. Organizations need to be autonomous in order to realize major women's rights and gender equality. Promoting the network is giving problems. Promoting women's participation in politics through lobbying, organizing women to participate in politics. This gives them the assurance that they are capable. If we do some of these things, we will encourage them to do more, and then we give them assurance that they are also capable to take. We are, if you look at the study done by 2021 has clearly stated that we need to do more to reduce inequality. And also, a study showed that education and campaigns with female body representations. But today in Sierra Leone, we are still seeing the women's participation very low. If you look at our few chairpersons, which are women. And then we also have few ministers, as I said earlier on. So for us to influence this lawmen, it can create more opportunities for women. As the women's group, we need to do more. Looking and then to accept political parties for women's participation, we need to lobby to these political parties, because without talking to them or lobbying to them, I think they're ready to sacrifice their seat. So we are still lobbying as national group, and then we continue to lobby and advocate for our women. And some of the factors that they will tell you that their lack of money, they don't have money. Sometimes socio-cultural factors. You can see women in some areas in our provinces, women cannot be able to come in the front because of this socio-cultural background. Like they say they will put power, they will threaten them for say, if you want to stand party, don't go gender power. If you don't join power, you're not able to take leadership position. So one thing they can make women a shy away. It's
gone off completely. Sally, thank you so much. I am so pleased that you have been able to highlight some of the problems our women face in Sierra Leone. You've highlighted the problems they have. It is awful. It is very true, Sally, that many a time when women want to stand, these men ask them to become members of the poor society. You all know about how Navo was haunted in Kenema. We had to bring her from Kenema to the town in the dead of night because they were looking out for her so many years ago. In any case, let's not go into that. The barriers that prevent women from taking part in politics are so many. But now is not the time to talk about the barriers. We are trying to be positive. We are now trying to position ourselves for participating in leadership because this is our time. Thank you so much, Madam Sally. I'm sorry the network was not so good, but I think now you can participate. We'll now have some questions, go into question and answer session before we have the next speaker. If there are people who want to ask questions of any of the speakers, I'm sure Marcella is still around, is that not so? So if we can have question and answers now, please. Is there anybody who would like to ask a question?
Zain now. You there?
Ade.
Hey, you didn't like you know the
Ade na me own corner. I dey do Charlie.
Yo,
Charlie look good though.
Yeah, now you dey talk, Hey.
Charlie, I can't tell you today. That's something I hear. This honorable symbol. Now I hear for say you want go for. Charlie, this honorable symbol, I'm not sure say enough opportunity there for woman there forget symbol. As a matter of fact, Charlie, you know for say we the woman there. We not gonna support you. I can advise you. Let you there with you cheerleader. I dey so now the women swings like how we dey so cheerleader.
Hello?
Besides, you know the social media, the cost and everything where they gone. You go able land a cheerleader.
Sign up. So if I not do one, now that go.
Okay.
You know that everybody gender empowerment bill 2021? Hey, they don't pass on a parliament too. So every political party forget 30% of their symbol to woman them. Yes. And then say also, even after the election, all the government appointment, then 30% for go to woman them. This now we tell more. For all that, they now say also that they give me access to finance. So what if we make another one? Now for picture lady forever. You know, so we get so much for do. And unless we dip on this thing show and we get the voice when they talk. Now they go before. So me, I dey expect you to make you support me.
Hey, Chairlady, tell her. Cabinet don't pass the bill. Now, women organizations then they lobby for make Parliament turn the bill to an act where go be beneficiary to all women. How we voice them will be hard if we not try for them at the forefront. We the woman therefore take chance of this opportunity. If you na woman, you then any political party, time don't reach for let you come out say that women swing, no. If you don't pass come on na women swing and go for symbol and not to just start to you self-qualify for being director or board chairman or board this, board that, because that's the bill law say. And now opportunities to finance self done day, which means we the woman self they get access to money, we go make the campaign go easy for we. This na time for make we the woman and take advantage of this 30% quota. That means say more opportunities don't open for we the woman there for they na the forefront when it comes to we political party the way we did. Let we go more for symbols there, for be honorables there and all that. And so make we campaign and all that. Where you be the think say when not go there you come be woman and not go support you, or where you the think say opportunities not there for the woman then get symbol. The time don't change and what do you wait for? This na the time for let you grab, let you support you company woman and let yourself take advantage of this opportunity. That way they will all go help for change the narratives and the perception of how people then they see women in politics. Let we not just limit ourselves to women swing leader or women swing this, women swing that. Let we self begin to show it for changing the narrative of how women then they see don't kanga one na politics na salon. So Chairlady, me I support you.
Thank you. I don't get to people that
support. I support.
I be the finance money now. We dey support you.
No matter where you go, no forget to say you come on. No matter where you go, no forget to say you come on. No matter how far you go, no forget to say you come on. No matter the level you reach in life, no forget to say you've been starting nobody. There's no place like home. There's no.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Una no clap for Chairlady or wait Chairlady decide and Tawa say Ingo take part from politics. Now all we want, we not just want women and the women's wings, we want let the woman and then at the center. Now I make a glad we will get Madam Femi close your school. Madam Femi, I can always like for proudly say, na me launch you political party. You know, one strong, dynamic and successful woman where we're very proud of Nasalon, Madam Femi. Welcome to this group. Do you anybody then at this group? Do you want to not hesitate to get any questions you want to ask? Let we go get some small discussion before we continue.
Racheal,
Any point where you want to make it, select not to question.
Yeah, maybe we can ask Madam Femi Claudius Cole for say some few words because I should say in an inspiration to we, you know, sometimes you will get something that we go and share after we do hear all them eloquent speakers then.
Madam Femi, if you know what ask question, you make some comments, please. We want to hear your voice. Madam Femi, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Wonderful.
Sorry, I listen to the program, then I get guests as well. So I multitask.
Wow.
Okay, that's fine. Fine.
But,
well, if you'd like to add anything or if you'd like to ask any question, we'll be very grateful.
awesome. The fact that, you know, this is being done, it's really appreciated. And there is one part which is very dear to my heart, and that is the area you were emphasizing, Auntie Nemata, of we can talk the talk, but in order for us to change things, we have to be from within. And that thing that you don't talk along, say we have to be members of political parties, any party that you share the ideology. I think that's a very key and very strong point. When myself go on for buttress, say them, you must have a political home from that platform there, because even during the 2018 elections, my goal was to field as many women candidates as possible to nominate. But if you don't have the membership, if people don't come and actually pick up your party card, be a member, how can they then be nominated for council seats? And let me remind everybody on the forum, council elections are next year. So by now, women should be identifying themselves that this is something I can do, this is something I can contribute to in my own ward or district, wherever. So if I'm to emphasize any points, that would be my point of emphasis. And
thank you.
Things always look so much harder from the outside, I think, but women, we're bold, we're strong, we're bold, and you know, we do almost everything. So let's all take membership of a political party, and that's a good place to start.
Thank you so much, Madam Femi. I cannot overemphasize that. You all know that that's where Madam Ebu or Madam Florence or any of who they up here this evening. That's how we go team up in a political party. The party themselves go afraid me till they will give me symbol. Now that make all we strong women the way they are, the way we're committed. And while we all become card-carrying members of political party, and then we play an active part of political parties then. Now, I want to give other people the opportunity for make comments. You don't necessarily have to ask a question. You are free to make any comment that you want to make, please.
I see Madam Janet's phone is on.
Madam.
And is on. The hand is on. Sorry, Madam Janet. And after we go to Madam Ebu.
All right then, Madam Janet.
Yes, hello, all the ladies. Very interesting conversation this evening. But there's one thing we me want to say, and I will say this in Korea really, is to say that Madam Femi Claudius-Cole, that don't happen for be the voice of the women in Sierra Leone, other women as well being on this platform. But waiting me want to see, and the reality is that we have to support Madam Femi Claudius-Cole in whatever way possible, because I don't take the stance now, you know, whenever she speaks, I want to be there, I want to listen to her, and I want to spread her message. But away from all of that, we need for Genda, I'm sorry that she's on the panel and I'm saying this, we need for support them, whether financially, whether morally, many ways, because being a woman and fighting in that system there is not going to be an easy task. And we all have to come to that reality. So that it's not a question, it's more like a statement, you know, and asking other women to say, we have this person out here, she's thriving, and we need to be there for her, you know, whatever way possible. Because I mean, I admire this woman, and I first spoke to her like 3-4 years ago. I love her, and I want to be there for her, and I want to encourage women to do the same. Thank you, Madam Claudius-Cole. Thank you for being here.
And thank you so much, Janet. Thank you. I am so pleased that you've mentioned that. And if you remember, when Marcella made a talk, Marcella said, too much competition among women's groups, too much competition among women. We women, we for support each other. That's a myth where the man and they talk, say the woman and not they support each other. We for smash that myth day, and we for stand behind each other. Most political parties them in the world, not to just Salonomo, not democratic, they not get recruitment process, they not they sell themselves. Madam Femi, we get for structure your party so that we go find a way where we go attract members and for join the party. We really forget a membership drive where we go attract a lot of members. I'm sure a lot of women them go realize, say, if we go join that woman them party, it go better for we. Because we have been dominated by parties there where we not see better. So until if we join that particular party there now we new and we know how vibrant she is, so until better go follow we. So let we rally around women. The last time I tell one leader, one political party say, from now on, if this party any party they will not select woman as vice president, we're not going to vote for them. You know, saying ridicule me. They don't believe me. They don't take me seriously. There's some kind of talk they talk to. Who side for go find the woman vice president there? And the woman vice president and they, not only the woman vice president, we get person like Madam Femi Claudius Foucault, where they're ready for stand as a presidential candidate. Let we always advocate to all we women them. Let them support them compete man. And I think I see Madam Ebu and up. Did you want to make a statement? Yes. All right. Go ahead. Yes. Yes. Over to you, Ebu. Unmute.
Unmute, please.
Unmute yourself, please.
Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. I want to start by tell Madam Racheal Bangura Davis and all the organizations a big thank you for hosting this conference. I look at the participants, I see they don't go to 33 now. This is good, it go spread the word, say, now we term this, let women then join politics. It go improve with status na Sierra Leone. But Madam Nima, one point where I want to emphasize again, now for say, important for being member of a political party, go register. I think say women then feel say politics na expensive exercise. It is where you can to actual people the way they stand election. But for join party, not to most of them parties then. Sometimes then fee for registration, now maybe 10 or 20,000. We plenty women they can afford. We for try tell them say you don't need money for go join party. Just go where you close, you go one money, go na the party office. Go tell them, say, I want be card bearing member of the party. And sometimes you get for pay monthly fee, and most of the monthly fee, they're not there. I think now one thing that way woman then afraid. So we get for buttress that, let them know, say, you don't need boku money. Now you presence, now you posse, now we need. Go na the party office and go join. Thank you very much.
I cannot agree with you more. All man don't know say na me new man tradande. Now at a big all woman them. We not join political party for join political party. When we did it, we get to think about the power of numbers. If we plenty day, we dominate the political party, we penetrate them and we dominate them. The man they no get voice. Right now, because we not plenty in the political party, I make them afraid, they're not a Rigiwi symbol. If we plenty day, then go put you na electoral college. We go able for get a say when they select candidates them. So gone are the days where women and for they be. We for day inside, we for then at the party, we not for just day na women's wing, we for play a very active part in the party then. I see other people and hand up, I see Madam Nasu Fofana, I see Khadija Tujalo, and I don't know Rana I. So which of you would want to go first?
I think Khadija to unmute already. She can go.
Okay, Khadija to go ahead.
Yeah, next Madam Nasu.
All right.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Khadija Tujalo, and I report for Sky Radio, Freetown. And I want to thank everyone for the brilliant contribution and statement. But the point I want to make here is, I think we need to think about the barriers again. Now we have so many women that want to go into politics, but sometimes we have issues like marital issues, and you see their husbands saying that because you're not highly educated, I will not allow you to go into politics. And this is another thing that we have to change. Going into politics doesn't mean you have to be highly educated. And it's high time now we educate women that you don't have to even sometimes go to university or get so many degrees before going into politics. I think that again is another big barrier. And no matter how you look at it, this is Africa. Even though we are trying to change the narrative, you know, or the concept that women have, that if I am married and my husband say this is what I'm going to do, but still we have to educate women. As somebody wrote in the chat that women need to be educated, and we don't look at highly educated women, but even the class, like the woman market is very small. But I think that in your interview, there
Oh, we're having problems there again.
The network is shaking.
Yeah, we're having problems again. Right, okay. Let's try. Madam, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the points you've made. I'm sorry your network is giving trouble. Let's hear from Madam Nasu.
Good evening,
Nasu?
everybody.
Dolly, okay. Yes, Madam.
Good evening, and thank you, Racheal. Thank you, Madam Nima. I came in late because I was engaged in training, so I missed some of the presentations. Political parties are the gatekeepers, obviously, for our political participation. And as a result, the focus or the emphasis need to be there if we're talking about women wanting to lead. So we have to lead from within the political parties. We need to be able to examine the space within those political parties for women to operate. If you don't have space within a political party, you are not going to be useful to that political party. It is as simple as that. So it is one thing about joining a political party. Another thing is, what is your value and what is the value of the political party to you? In promoting women's political participation, we have to be truthful to the cause. We have to be truthful because if we are not, and we are having conferences like this, we're all talking, we have to look at the actions to see why are we having all of these conferences, but they are not equating into numbers. Yes, there are other barriers, but we have to do some internal speaking to us as women and address some of those internal bottlenecks. Because this is the only way we're going to be able to consolidate our comparative advantages to impact or change the game. If we don't, the division, whether it's internal or external, will continue to prevail. A lot of work has been done. Yes, women are not joining political parties. Yes, they're scared, but a lot of work has been done. I mean, at least for me, since 2012, when, I would say 2011, when I started paying attention to political parties when I was in the UN, and then obviously working for government, and then later joining a political party, well, 2 political parties now. So at least with my, small knowledge that I've gathered over the years for women's political participation in Sierra Leone, I mean, the whole, the APWAs, the APA, all of these structures, where are they now? Why have they failed? Why are they not standing? Why are we should not be discussing this as if we should be starting now. But the sole reason is, I believe there's been something we are afraid to discuss. I have been supported by women, but I've also been damaged by women. I have chosen to take the supportive aspect rather than pay attention to the damage. So again, that is something that women have to be comfortable with. But we have to look at this not as a way of, oh, then they try for women. Because if we mask it and pretend like it's not happening, and then maybe even move further and glorify wrongdoing, then you will see a lot of people moving back. So in our current political dispensation, there's been quite a lot of things that have happened. We are seeing, even within the women's wings, I'm not a fan of the women's wings, we are seeing division. Why are those divisions there? Because the men continue to play central role. Okay, then at the upgarret, then at the middle, then they back at the downstairs floor. So we're there. When they come from up, they come and hit the women. From the bottom floor, they come and hit the women. Okay, we're in the middle, so we get confused. And the center doesn't hold if the leadership of that particular center is not truthful to the cause of women's political empowerment. We have also seen currently, even within, for example, the SLPP or the APC used to have it, the division sometimes between those women's wings, where you have the traditional women's wing and then you have other factors. So there, the continuous separation of our powers weakens us. So we need to do a deep dive as women. We can talk and we can all pretend that we want to do this. But until we actually sit back and confront the challenges that are faced in us, not to move, not to feel discouraged, not just because the man, if we're ready, we all can come together and do it, but we have to get that strength. Women's political participation is not just about finances. It's also about psychological power. It's about economic power. And agency is important. So as we continue to talk about these things, let's don't shy away about talking about those poignant issues that we should be talking about, openly, so it can influence how we channel the cause of women's political participation. We have a lot of work to do. A lot has been done, but we need to be very, very sure that we are congruent with our advocacy in promoting women.
Thank you so much, Banabum. Banabum Senior, thank you so much,
Banabum Junior.
Oh yes, Banabum Junior, I'm senior to you. Well, thank you so much, Nasu. I hope we will all internalize what she has said, because it is very, very important that we really take advantage of the strength we as women have. We have a lot of strength, and we must take advantage of our strength and make sure that we are very kind to each other and we support each other. I am sorry, I have Dolly and I have Anna Gillen, but I think we have some questions, but I think we should allow Madam Bernadette Lahai. Yes, but I was hoping that we'll get Bernadette to do her presentation. Okay. She's anxious to do her presentation by phone, and I don't think we should deny her that privilege, okay. Please. She's had a lot of problems logging on, okay? Dr. Bernadette Lahai, are you ready? Is Dr. Bernadette Lahai ready? Racheal, can you check with her so that Florence can introduce her? Dr. Bernadette Lahai is supposed, everybody knows her. She's the former SLPP minority leader. She should be speaking on women as agents of change. Women as agents of change. I was actually going to ask Marcella to respond to the points that have been made, but it will be better if we get Bernadette to present her talk before we ask for a response from some of the speakers. All right, okay. Florence, over to you. Do you want to introduce her now?
I think Racheal is doing that.
Okay, Anita, I don't know if Anita is here to introduce her, but if Anita is not here, I can, fit into her shoes quickly because of time. And Anita, are you here?
I'm here, Racheal. Give me the phone.
Okay.
Yes.
You didn't try the motor car. Hold on.
Honorable Bernadette Lahai is on an international call because our network is not going through. Even WhatsApp is not going through. So I might have to quickly run down our profile because of time, if you don't have it with you.
You are on mute, Anita.
Right. Can you unmute? Okay.
Yeah, she is on mute, yeah.
Can you introduce her now, Anita, or?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I'm here to introduce Honorable Dr. Bernadette Lahai. Dr. Bernadette Lahai is currently an associate lecturer in the Jala University, Sierra Leone, in the Department of Agriculture, Extension and Sociology. She is the immediate past minority leader of the Sierra Leone Parliament, the first female to ever occupy that position. She entered Parliament in 2002 to date. She chaired the Committee of Education and later Agriculture, Forestry and Food Security. She represented the Sierra Leone Parliament in the ACP EU Joint Parliamentary Assembly from 2007 to 2009. Sorry about the delay. Later, the Pan-African Parliament, PAP, in South Africa from 2009 to date, where she the Committee on Transport, Industry, Communication, NIJ, Science and Technology. She is currently one of the vice presidents of the Pan-African Parliament since May 2015. Honorable Lahai's professional career has covered the field of agriculture, extension, education, politics, international development, human rights, gender awareness, and women's equality participation in development. She worked for more than a decade as a research assistant and research officer in the Institute of Agriculture Extension, Jala Agricultural Research Center, and was social and gender expert in the Sierra Leone Vision 2025 project. She has undertaken a variety of consultancy roles on policy development and work for many development partners, national and international, including the FAO Women's Project. Honorable Lahai has a PhD in agriculture, extension and rural development from the University of Reading in England, a postgraduate diploma in education with distinction, an MSc in agriculture from Jala University, and a BA in geography and rural sociology from Fourbe College, University of Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Dr. Bernadette Lahai. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Lahai.
Thank you very much, ladies, eminent ladies. Let me apologize for not being able to join the Zoom. I could not join the Zoom, both on my Africell and my Orange. I'm really sorry for this. Be that as it may, let me take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Racheal Davis, CEO of Telly, to Racheal Talk Show for hosting and organizing this very important event. This conference could not have come at a more appropriate time when the promulgation of gender equality and women's empowerment law is very much topical in our country today. It is my fervent hope that the outcome of this conference will add to eliminate the ongoing debate in the country. I am to talk on the topic women as change agents in Parliament. Who is a change agent? A change agent is the catalyst for change. A person who makes changes happen by inspiring and influencing others. A change agent will promote, champion, enable, and support changes to be made in an organization. A change agent also inspires and influences key individuals to make the change necessary for a transformation, including attitudes and behavior. Research has documented documented that women parliamentarians' role as change agents can result in tangible gains for democracy, including greater responsiveness to citizens' needs, increased cooperation across political party and ethnic lines, and more sustainable peace and development. In Sierra Leone, although women suffered disproportionately during the 11-year conflict, and even with the two pandemics, the Ebola and now the Corona, yet women advocated more strongly for stabilization, reconstruction, and the prevention of further conflict. For example, in the 1996 to 2002 parliament, women parliamentarians, powerful and fearless voices, were much more pivotal in the debate in and out of parliament throughout the Leone quest to bring an amicable settlement and resolution to the rebel war. So these names like the late Honorable Elizabeth Alpha-Lavali and Kachinielo come to mind. I could still hear their voices endorsing the planned visit first by the women of Sierra Leone and later by parliament and civil society organizations to protest and cause for road residents on May 6th and May 8th, 2000 respectively, to deliver position papers on ceasefire breaches by the rebels, leading to the massacre of 21 unarmed and defenseless civilians on May 8th, including a female victim. What about the visit to the rebels in the bush by women to appeal to them to lay down their arms and come to the table to negotiate the peace deal? Did this delegation not include women parliamentarians, thus putting even their lives and safety in jeopardy? We also see Sierra Leonean women parliamentarians fight for equal access to women to decision-making positions and government bodies.
Yeah, yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Madam Bernadette Lahai.
Yeah, by the ratification of the United Nations Resolution 2025 and the declaration of the Sierra Leone National Action Plan on Women, Peace and Security, and showcasing the plan in the Commission of the Status of Women sitting in the UN. Research indicates that a legislator's gender has a distinct impact on policy priorities. While women lawmakers are not a homogeneous group with the same perspectives and interests, they do tend to see women's issues, those that directly affect women either for biological or social reasons, more broadly as social issues, possibly as a result of the role that women have traditionally played as mothers and caregivers in their communities. A case in point in the Sierra Leone Parliament, as the much acclaimed and talked about the Three Gender Act, the Child Rights Act, the Sexual Offences Act, and its amendment, the fourth private members' bill, Prevention and Control of HIV and AIDS Act in 2007, moved by a female parliamentarian, the current draft Gender Empowerment Bill 2021, and the ratification of the Maputo Protocol in 2015, and many more, championed by female parliamentarians, either as chairs or vice chairs of committees, under whose purview these bills fell. This law, if effectively implemented, will positively impact on the welfare of especially women, girls, and children. The International Parliamentary Union study of members of parliament conducted between 2006 and 2008 on the views of parliamentarians from 110 countries. Women parliamentarians identify themselves as being the most active in women's issues, gender equality, social and community matters, and family-related matters. Women lawmakers, therefore, have often been perceived as more sensitive to community concerns and more responsive to constituency needs. According to the same Inter-Parliamentary Union survey, female parliamentarians tend to prioritize social issues such as child care, equal pay, parental leave, and pension, physical concerns such as reproductive rights and health, physical safety, and gender-based violence, and the development of matters such as poverty alleviation and quality service delivery. For example, in places such as Rwanda and South Africa, an increase in the number of females in in the number of female legislators introduced new labor laws that will give working mothers mandatory nursing breaks and provide on-site child care for companies with more than 200 employees. A study from Stockholm University showed an increase in the budget for education expenditures as the number of women in the Swedish parliament increased. As more women reach leadership positions within their political parties and parliament, these parties tend to prioritize issues that impact health, education, and other quality of life issues. Strong evidence suggests that as more women are elected in parliament, and especially in decision-making positions in parliament, policy making that reflects the priorities of families, women, and ethnic and racial minorities also increases. Given this attention to a broad range of policy issues, it is not surprising that when women are empowered at the legislative level, countries often experience higher standards of living and positive developments in education, infrastructure, health, and concrete steps to help make democracy deliver. Using data from 19 member countries of the Organization for Economic Community Cooperation and Development, researchers found that an increase in the number of women legislators results in an increase in total education expenditure. In India, research shows that West Bengal villages with greater representation of women in local councils and parliament saw an investment in drinking water facilities doubled that of villages with low levels of elected women, both in parliaments and in councils, which shows that we are almost twice as likely to be in good condition. The study also revealed that the presence of women councillors and women parliamentarians led to reduction in the gender gap in school attendance by 13 percentage points. In addition to bringing a gender perspective to policy making, women leadership in conflict resolution strides often embody democratic ideals in that women parliamentarians have tended to work in a less hierarchical, more participatory, and more collaborative way than male colleagues. Women parliamentarians are also more likely to work across party lines, even in a highly partisan parliament and environment. This is increasingly evident in the Leone parliament, where female parliamentarians are working across parties and ethnic groupings on common issues affecting them and their community, which is what's emulating by the wider population. Since the approval of the draft Gender Empowerment Bill of 2021 by Cabinet, we have seen more partnership among civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations, donors and development agencies, and female parliamentarians in providing coordinated response to ensure the successful legislation of the bill. Similarly, it is supported that since assuming 56% of the seats in the Rwanda parliament in 2008, women have been responsible for forming the first cross-party caucus to work on controversial issues such as land rights through security. Around the world, women lawmakers are often perceived as more honest and more responsive than their male counterparts, qualities that encourage confidence in democratic and responsive and representative institutions. In a study of 31 democratic countries, the presence of more women in the legislature is positively correlated with enhanced perception of government legitimacy among both men and women. Finally, research also shows that women tend to be deeply committed to building peace and post-conflict resolution and have a unique and powerful perspective to bring to the negotiating table. Peace agreements, post-conflict reconstruction, and governance have a better chance of long-lasting success when women are involved, and especially at the parliamentary level, where such treaties are ratified. Furthermore, establishing sustainable peace requires transforming power relationships, including achieving more equity in gender relations. This, however, notwithstanding, despite the role of the change agents of the female parliamentarians, women parliamentarians will need additional skills, knowledge, and self-confidence, and support to continue to perform their role as change agents. Elected women often have little or no opportunity to develop the type of specialized skills necessary to succeed in public office, and many women cite a lack of confidence as a barrier to their full participation in political activities in parliament. Parliamentary caucuses would, however, help harness the power of women legislators to increase their influence, add a gender dimension into the policy development process, and introduce legislation that address priority issues necessary for the achievement of gender equality. These groups frequently represent a unique space within legislatures for multi-parties and debates, and assess the ability of the Women's Caucus to be effective as on larger legislative, civic, and political processes. For example, in Macedonia, the Women Parliamentary Club is a multi-ethnic group of the club has championed measures to improve conditions for women in the workplace that include guaranteeing the right to maternity leave, passed an amendment to Macedonian healthcare law, mandating free mammogram, and presented a legislative initiative to strengthen the law of domestic violence. IPU has studied gender-sensitive reforms to political institutions, including parliament, and the role of women that are as change agents can bring to bear on the improvement of democracy and inclusivity in not only among among women, but also among the generality of the members. In this respect, we want to appeal that women are given the space and the support while they are in parliament to also sharpen these skills. Let me end by saying that even given the small number of women in parliament over the years, they have made up for that small number by the quality of the representation, given despite the fact that they are operating in a very highly male-dominated institutions, which need to be broken down and which will give women more space in parliament to champion the cause for women and the less privileged in the society. Let me end by thanking all of you for being in that meeting. I again reiterate my sincere apology for not able to join, but I want to appreciate the organizer for giving me this opportunity to read my statement over the line. I may not be able to join in the questions or the answer sessions, but I hope that after this meeting, any question directed to me that may need answer could be sent to the comment box, and I will use that opportunity after this meeting to also respond. I thank you very much, and I still continue to apologize. I am very, very disappointed that I could not join this group because of internet facility problem that I'm having. My children who normally let me at home are outside and I'm alone in the house. But I am sure that this meeting will come out with very conclusive suggestions to help in the furtherance of the debate already going on with regard to gender equality draft bill of 2021.
Okay.
I thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay,
Thank
Madam.
you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Lahai. Thank you so much. I am not surprised. This is business as usual when it comes to you. Very dynamic, very direct. I can summarize all she said in a few words. One of the most important points she said, women as agents of change. When women are agents of change, that means a better life for all. If we have more women in parliament, more women in local council, there will be peace, there'll be inclusivity, we'll have a more democratic nation, everybody will experience a better life. Women are nurturers, women are mothers, women are capable of doing it. So that is why she even quoted the work of the parliamentary caucus in parliament, the work the women are currently doing to ensure that this bill is passed. Thank you so much, Dr. Lahai. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. You don't need to apologize. We know what it is when it comes to these challenges. We're in Sierra Leone, and even though it's a digital age, we have our own challenges. Thank you very much. I'm happy you were able to have your say. Now we have, Racheal, we have 2 hands which have been up. I really would have liked to get Marcella to make some comments on the previous ones that have been made before asking for new questions.
I think so too. But yeah, we just want to ask the 2 ladies.
We have only 1 more speaker now. If Marcella can respond, and then we take the 2 questions, then we can have the last speaker. Is that okay? What about you, Florence? Florence,
yeah, I have 2 questions here. Maybe if I read them and then it will help in Marcella's response.
I think it will be better for you to read the question and for these 2 people, Dolly and Hannah Gillen, to ask their questions before we hand over to Marcella. Okay?
Quickly.
Yeah. Someone says, is the bill all about getting women in politics? And the other one says, how can we reach out and educate the grassroots, women as well as men? Do we have any strategies for the foreseen future? These are 2 questions from the comment box. Over to you, Racheal.
Thank you very much. I think we'll ask Hannah Gillen's hand was up before Dolly's hand. So Hannah Gillen, are you still there? Can you unmute and ask your question, please, or make your comment? Hannah Gillen.
Quickly.
Hannah, are you still there?
Oh, let's move on to Dolly for time.
Okay. So Dolly, are you ready to unmute and ask your question? Dolly, over to you, Madam Dolly.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you, Racheal, and thanks to all the participants and to all the speakers that have spoken before me. And I would like to make a comment instead of asking a question. Because I've listened to various speakers and I've listened, one that I've actually interested that I want to make a comment on is Khadija Jallow, when she was talking about the reason why women actually are left out in Sierra Leone politics is due to education. And I agree with her, because if we look around Africa, East Africa to be specific, when they're in parliament, they speak their local languages. But here in Sierra Leone, wherein education has been for the past 60 years a privilege, and mostly the most dropout in Sierra Leone is women, because some of them, they have to support themselves to go to school. And along the way, they find the man that get them pregnant, they drop out of school. So it's not like they cannot really participate, but if they think of education, and because of Sierra Leone, we, the women, as I always say it when I'm in Racheal's podium, that we, the women, those that have been ahead of us, they never create a platform for other women. They rather always make themselves so tough to feel like they are better than other women. And this also has caused why women are left out. And things they discuss in parliament does not really reflect to the other women or to other people out there, because some people do not even understand. Some people, they have less to listen even to radios or television, because the women are just engaged in, you know, how to look after their families, how to go out there. And most women that have become dropouts, it's not like they cannot able to participate the way we are doing, but because of their low education they have, they think they only belong to the market. They're gonna go na dove court, go put them table, do what they get for do, just their hand to mouth. Because all the women, they know they will be the one they up here and for me, then calm down. For go to the woman and they know what they need, how to educate them. It's all what's with the year, like what Mrs. Bernadette Lahai, they talk. It's all in paper. It's not really in practical. They don't practice it at all. And they are there representing themselves and their families. They're not really going out there. And then for me, like talking about women in parliament, from where as small I see women in parliament, they're not ever able to go out there for meet other women for help them. We don't see like 50-50s. We don't see other women, they make programs, all they are making money and enrich themselves and their family, educate their children. When they pass out, them picking, they can't take over again. So this is a new era that we have to start it from the bottom. It's not like we can't look like where Khadija say, you don't need to forget education, you need to forget go get PhD. Yes, it's true. Common sense, they make book. There are women who in our market to be able to contribute and make impact and make the difference more than women that have PhDs out there, because all they need, they make themselves big with all their big degrees and they're not making any impact to the grassroots, to the bottomless woman who in a rough cuts, to the woman who in a culture road. It's not like they cannot able to make any contribution to the society, but they're not giving them the platform. Women who educate them, they're not able to give them platform. And especially we salon women, we look low to the other company women because they don't go to school. That has always been. Even you go to office, me an example, you go to office, you meet women, they're looking from top to bottom. You know, if you want to talk to bottom. Yes. So this has always happened. So if we want to talk about women empowerment, we have to start now. And we get for educate women. And women, what they open that they need for look down, for not say tomorrow you get for accommodate somebody for replace you. So we get for make like I admire Madam Femi Claudia School. This is the only woman at Sierra Leone with me. I admire at that woman, because that woman, if that woman will get in 5, women go better in a salon. Because that woman is stand for every woman. For every single woman at Sierra Leone. And they listen to them, and they follow them. But people like that, they know they get followers. Because people look and say, hey, this, you know, so this time you don't take when you come back.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Dolly, are you in Freetown, or do you live in Sierra Leone or overseas? Dolly?
I live in London. You live in London.
Okay, now I understand. Those who know about the 50-50 group will know that we even have a training room at Kisi Road Market. But I mean, we are not here arguing. We are here trying to strategize on how women can make it in politics, how women can support other women, how we can make sure that we fight, we benefit from the gender empowerment bill that will soon be passed. So I don't want to enter into some arguments, but I can assure you there are many women that are educating other women in this country. Now, is Hannah Gillian ready to ask a question so that I can hand over to Marcella? Yes. Hannah, are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
I'm ready.
Can you make it short, please? We don't have much time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I don't listen all man don't talk. Even Auntie Bernadette, I don't listen. But my concern is this, that we the women, we all been there together when we all gonna for this and going, or we match go we come. Waiting give we these differences. Waiting happen with we. Now we political syndrome or na demand them. Now we safe. So now we go back now the drawing board and look we safe as women say we are all equal. Nobody not supersede in company. The issue of class now in our problem. Now I make we not able for achieve we goal. And now then they demand and they use for beats we and for take waiting we forget they take an we an. I tell you, thank you, Una give me this opportunity.
Hannah, thank you very much for your point. All I want to say is we women are dynamic. We are strategizing. We have recognized that it is like what Madeleine Albright said, there is a special place in hell for women who don't support each other. That myth has been smashed. We women are working hand in hand. We are trying to support each other, and we are working hand in hand to make sure that the 30% and the new gender empowerment bill will be passed. We are lobbying for that. We are advocating for that. And once that is passed, other women will be motivated to take part in politics. People like some of us who are not members of political parties are becoming card-carrying members of political parties, and we will all fight the battle. Let's forget about criticizing women, what they have done.
Women, Auntie Nima, we need to tell the hard fact. It's hard
No,
time
but
we
the
started
fact
saying
is,
the truth
the
and,
hard
and, and,
fact
and we
is,
pushed forward.
women in
We
this
need to say
country,
the
let me
hard
tell you
fact to
something.
ourselves in our faces.
The hard fact, Anna, is women in this country have been fighting a losing battle because we are in a very patriarchal society. It is not the women who are gatekeepers. It is the men who have been our gatekeepers. We have been fighting a losing battle, and we are fighting now to win a battle. Can we be more positive, and can we join hands together and fight to win this battle that we've been struggling to win for ages? Marcella Samba, where is Boss Lady with the Sugar God? Are you still here? Over to you to respond to the comments, please. Is Boss Lady still here? Racheal, can you find out? Is Marcella still around?
Madam Chairperson, Madam Chairperson, if
Yes.
Sadia is ready, then Sadia can just go, then we can continue with the deliberation.
All right. But if Marcella comes back, I would have liked her to respond to some of these points.
Please,
but,
let Marcella, when we see Marcella, I'm looking for you. When I see you, then I'll bring you in.
All right, when you see her, you let me know. Okay,
Yeah,
Madam Sadia. Madam Sadia is supposed, Madam Sadia everybody knows that there is a platform, a mantra now going on, women positioning for vice president. When the first time I saw it, I was very angry. And I said, what's wrong with these people? Why a woman for vice president? Why not woman as president? But then I had an argument with Kofi and Sadia, and they reassured me that there is some sense in what they are saying. Anyway, let me not preempt what Sadia will be saying. Sadia will be speaking to us about the significance of woman vice president. Who is introducing Sadia? Is it Florence or Anita or you, Racheal?
Let me just do it quickly because of time. I have it.
Right then.
Madam Sadia Sisay is a trained cancer nurse from UCLH with 15 years pharmaceutical experience with an MBA. She consulted with the pharmaceutical industry on marketing strategy, mostly on the European level, while setting up her first business, Day Made Easier, providing after-school clubs within 5 school settings. She is passionate about education and development in the young, and has also tutored for free about 100 children from low-income homes to be able to gain bursaries and scholarships to the top performing schools in the UK. She has recently transitioned back to settle in Sierra Leone, where a passion around equality and women has been fired up, believing that one of the key ways women can influence and change the narrative is by being more present and involved in political leadership. With that belief, she became active in the formation to lobby for woman vice president in the coming 2023 elections in Sierra Leone. She also mentors the only female amputee football team in Freetown. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Sadia Sisay.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Auntie Nemata, one of the area, and
yes,
Dr. Nemata Weeks
we
was
can.
incredibly angry. And I remember the first breakfast meeting 2 days after launching the woman VP Vice President, I sit down with Auntie Nemata and I explained why not president. We don't talk about patriarchal society. And I did tell about one story, even just in the last week or two. I did move. Now grown as you know, talk to her at the moment. We cannot get, I not even get furniture. I did move. And a lot of the contractors, now man them. I don't be fed with them. In the last 2 days, eventually, I call man them for talk to the man contractor them for make waiting I want achieve. So imagine that level of patriarchal society. Imagine that. Then we can begin to talk about politics. and women in politics. Now that they make, I applaud 50-50. I applaud. Until Nemata with 20 years, me, I don't come now salon now. I don't, now 11 months I'm in the salon. It is a hard battle. We're still in England, and I know friends in America, we can talk all kind talk. But for Kaisai Salon and can work as woman and get any side as woman in this country, any woman, Dr. Femi, any woman will make any significant move in this country, I beg. We just get for clap for them. Because even for wake now morning and deal with man them in this country is a hard thing. So why VP 2023? Because we're not going to have a president 2023. It's not possible that this country. We get for work, not to woman no more. Get for make VP and political leaders now we country. Man themselves get for be. If man they don't rule we all the years here, you think so we just can't kick man they out and say we're not part of it? We have to engage men as well in making this process happen. So YVP, we think it's achievable with our lobby. We think, say, we have the right women. We think it's the most achievable goal for 2023. Waiting, woman them, when you listen to this and we push woman them, una try for, apart from joint party, una understand the political circle. Campaigning don't begin already. Alliance Nemata, but campaigning don't begin already. They don't even know that they go for. So when we started, Women for VP 2023 started 3 months ago. So I am so proud, so proud of what we have achieved so far. But we not get time in the political cycle. We begin to understand the political cycle and Usai, where were they campaigning right now? So, woman VP, where we all back dandy. We are here because we are fighting for women VP, not because Nadali Nabiko. Imagine, we do talk so much about women VP. Now we're talking about women councillors. We're talking about political leadership. Women in political leadership in this country. The only way we can change it is if we go for it. Okay, the other thing, we're not competitors. We're not fighting. We're not fight 50-50. We're not fight any other group. We're focused and we want to work completely with other women's groups. At the moment, 50-50 are pushing for registration for voting. Well, joining parties, to be honest. Join the party as a woman. Is the one thing. If you want to make difference, be part of a party. How are you going to do it? We should only talk outside. Be in it to win it. I know say the first time be in it to win it. If you're out of it, we don't have a voice here. So that's why we lobby for women, for vice president. We're here and we're doing this. We are going to get a woman vice president in 2023. Una mark me words. Una mark who said we can really fight for this. Because any party will decide say they push woman aside. Then the party where they say we bring woman as we flag bearer. We did be now. We're not for no party, but any party mistake say they not do them. Then the one or two we go say they do them. We push woman for the BNM. The numbers we fit as I know, and anybody say I'm wrong. We have 52% of women in this country, but we have 58% of women at voting age. Am I right or wrong? Somebody could tell me later. 58% of women at voting age. Then we sit down, they make money, they tell what for do. Come on, in politics? May we stop this now? A female vice president means, I get 5 minutes, I know. Wait, you know what it means? There's a vice president no more. Where una girl picking a wake up in the morning. They see woman vice president. Where that market man go work. Where that fisherman go. Where all man, where we wake in the morning as woman in this country, every single aspect of we see woman now in a position where we think that we say we a woman no more. When we turn also we man them, when they tell we waiting for do and lead we understand then that we have a right to be who we are and what we are. We've always been that, but we've not had the right in this patriarchal society in Nassau to say at the lowest level, me get for call man them this week, for make me walk do na me os, for talk to contractor them, for me they respect me. Enough already. We have to respect it, and we have to join forces with every single woman organization I am. We have to join forces, grassroots, we the begin. Women lobby, Kenema, McKinney, everywhere we the begin. We can't begin to be badged there now. We will wait for COVID restrictions for rise and racism for dawn. So we can't begin to see now. Women for vice president 2023 does not mean just a woman for vice president. It means everything. We need to begin them to every woman in this country. Make them see, say, we woman them. We mean something, we do something, and we are everything. And I don't know me 5 minutes. No, so Racheal?
Yes. Just keep
you don't
tight
know
for
in 5 minutes. No, I think what I would like her to tell us, how many people don't join the Telegram, how many people now don't get and waiting on plans. I always ask you, what are your plans? I know you're working with me. We need, please tell us a bit more.
Okay, so you know, said if we go meet you that morning, they will know over WhatsApp, not full, Telegram not full, Telegram not full yet, but we've pushed everything to
Telegram.
No, Facebook post. So we Facebook at the moment with 200,000 women. When we add the people that want to Facebook, also we're over 3.2 thousand women. Now we're going to the ground. We go talk to the women. Them. We have groups now within. We don't take people there from all over the country. We don't agree for volunteer for when dry season on cancel and when COVID restrictions, because we have to be responsible as well. So now we go on, we go on foot, we go talk to women there, the research we'll do in Freetown, right from Shell, which Eastern, right to Lumley Beach, 130 people, only man, woman them. And I was so surprised that we thought, we asked people, what would you prefer next time? A male ticket, a male-female ticket, or female-female ticket. You know what lost completely? Male ticket was lost. 60% was male-female ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to, we want to replicate that around the country. Because if we come to you with this, thing, we'll say, free to normal. So we're going to replicate that across the country over the next few months. We are on Facebook, just go Women VP 2023. And we prefer that because we can work with that. So the research, the lobbying, as you know, we do in the back, and we're here. And the campaigning, we're here with the campaign. We say we campaign. As the campaign city the campaign don't begin with the party them, we say we campaign.
Mm-hmm.
As in Nemata answer your question or not?
The campaign has started ages ago, and I know you have started campaigning, but I really hope you will structure your campaign so that we can all take part in it very meaningfully.
Yes.
Very, very important. Right.
Yes.
I've always said that to you. I've often said that to you.
Yes,
Please,
so you know
it's
we're
very,
doing that.
yes, yes.
You know we're
That's
doing
very
that.
important. Thank you very much, Sadia. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Madam Racheal, have you checked on Marcella?
Yes, I have not seen Marcella. I think she actually in the beginning told me that she has another engagement,
Yes,
so she must have left.
She did say that. I should have asked her earlier than that. But in any case, I don't know whether anybody has.
You can run through some of those things, these questions, and we can wrap up.
Yes, but is there anybody who wants to make a statement or who has a question to ask right now? Let us allow them to do that.
Yes.
Does anybody want to say anything?
I think Sadia's presentation was very interesting. I would like to see how best, as much as they're promoting women in vice president, how best they can also look at women in president, those who are actually going for the presidency. This is an opportunity for us to look at women who are going above the vice president and work alongside with them. I'm pretty sure those who are going for presidency will definitely choose a woman for vice president. So it's a way of, trying to put our energies together. Let's go for it, and definitely we'll get it. And we also, I think some of us have our own platforms where we are promoting women, local women, and we want to encourage all of us, synergize our efforts, forget about the class, because when it comes to bullying, we are all facing the same thing. So, let's focus on the energies. Auntie Nemata, many women have worked tremendously well, and we should appreciate them. We should look at what they've started and, use that foundation and energize ourselves. Thank you, Auntie Nemata. We're really proud of you. And for some of us to be talking, being bold, it's because of what we saw in you guys. Thank you very much.
And the many training courses you attended. I'm so pleased there are so many people who will acknowledge that. But we should not be resting. Yes, Racheal. Yeah.
All right. Even though I'm part of organizing, but I equally want to say something here, and make a put on a real mommy language, like explain and find. I know how women. A lot of women, don't discourage based on the past, because they have seen women who have managed to get to the top, forgetting to pull other women up, on the ladder. So especially, when it comes to party politics, then the woman then don't support this one person, don't take certain positions. They themselves are looking up to that woman. They themselves, the woman themselves putting at that position, they're not able for, support the one the way they don't. So a lot of women are frustrated about that. And because of that, they're not even one for, support other women because of those past experience. But here is my thoughts here. You know what I mean? The whole narrative don't change. I mean, times have changed. And I want for not only because Dr. Nemata is here, I always say it's Dr. Nemata, now one person where always they hold me on when I come up with something. When I started this idea, when I came up with, because my platform is, to empower women, especially women inside politics. So when I came with this idea and I reached out to women like Auntie Nemata, Dr. Bernadette Lahai, I put out my idea. I said, I want to, let's come together and do this for the women, because we don't say, women are discouraged. Women are don't discouraged because of how they've been treated by other women in the past. So let's see how we can encourage them and energize them for support and also belong to a political party. So one thing, oh my God, Auntie Nemata and Dr. Bernadette Lahai, they encouraged me. They, work with me up to this morning. So I'm really, really, proud of these women, honestly, and all the speakers that, came today and support and be a part of this. They really, really supported me. They not like before. Oh, so because we got that jealousy spirit saying, oh, now you for can do oh, that's now you way for can do this. You understand? We all know what they talk about, but not from these women. They were like, yes, Racheal, we support you. Do this, do that. So today, openly, I am really proud of them. Auntie Nemata, Dr. Bernadette Lahai, Marcella, all this. I am really, really proud of you, especially Auntie Nemata. I take this opportunity to thank you. The way where you bring me to Una, you don't you don't give me the courage for step into Una's shoes as you guys are fading out because of the kind of encouragement where Una don't give some of we. Though other women are disappointed, but Una na a true example where we always look up to for make sure say Una push woman and picking business go before that salon. And I am so grateful for that opportunity that you all gave me to, to be to all this conference together as you are here. Thank you very much.
And actually, I'm so pleased about your appreciation. But what I would like to say to people like Dolly, who have been frustrated, and all other women, the way feel say the elitist women and that they try for themselves, do ya? If not so, it been be in the past, in me own life, me Nemata Majeks-Walker, me own life, they are the way no me no say any me day for empower women them. Anything I get I want other woman and forget them. I make you assure you, ask other people about 50-50. Ask them about 20 who don't establish 50-50 in England, who don't establish in America. And we are the first group to build our own purpose-built building. And that is mainly because we want for the train women them, we want for the make sure say we give them leadership skills, political participation skills. We want to even train them and begin giving them diplomas and certificates now. So Dolly, I just appeal to you, say, suspend disbelief and believe, say, the narrative have changed. Most of us are there to support other women, especially grassroots women. We see like with responsibility. Anytime when they interview me on TV, I tell them, if me na elite, I for empower, and for glad when me as elite, the fight for empower other women. My whole life for the past 20 or 30 years has been devoted to empowering other women, training them, making them strong. Those who know us know us. So do you are just patient. Let we left for talk all the negative thing there. Let we appeal to other women and for let we continue for support each other. Because if we continue for fight and criticize each other, the man then go just gladly. You remember when they talk say, as long as there is a split between us, the men will always be on top. When I know what that means, I don't want to go into that. But do you allow try? Let us split not between we and the women's movement. Let we walk side by side and let work together. I want to end this conference now by asking all of you to join me in singing Side by Side. Side by Side, now the 50-50 national anthem. So do ya? I want all of you to unmute. Can you unmute, please, and let us sing it. Those who know it, I know Florence knows it. I know some of you know it. Let us sing it. Side by side, side by side. Side by side, side by side, side by side, side by side, side by side. No longer men in front and the women at the back. But men and women walking side by side, side by side. Side by side, side by side.
Side by side, side by side.
Side by side, side by side.
Side by side, side by side.
Side by side, side by side. No longer men in front and the women at the back. But men and women walking side by side, side by side. And we should also have women and women walking side by side. We women should support each other. We women should stop criticizing each other. How will they advise and guide each other? Do ya? Let we they advise and guide each other, and let we they pray, let women and they sorry for other women. Because some of we don't give we life for strength in other women them. Do ya? I sabi this Dolly, I don't see your face now. And now I know that. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. Racheal, I think we should have more of this until the bill is passed.
Yes.
We should have more. Thank you so much. I'm glad we have so many of them.
Thank you.
And we will advertise it more next time. Okay.
Oh yes, we have about 200. We have about 264 viewers right now.
Yes, yes.
So, I mean, so imagine, you know, if we do it most of the time, because Auntie Nima, this bill, so a lot of the grassroots, they don't know what's in the inside this bill.
Oh,
so
we have to do that.
More sensitization.
Information.
I think the next one, I think we should agree that the next one, we should have an explanation of the bill. I will chair it and I will get Dr. Bernadette Lahai to come and explain the bill to us. She will come and explain it. It is very important because she's been doing that. So probably in a couple of weeks, we'll have another one, and that will focus mainly on simplification of the gender empowerment bill. Because when we say gender empowerment, plenty people with a vex say the man and already empowered. Gender means man and woman. We forget gender equality and women's empowerment. Now the woman they need empowerment. But Dr. Bernadette Lahai go tell you say the short that in gender empowerment now the short title. The long title is gender empowerment and women's equality. Gender equality and women's empowerment. She will explain everything to us in 2 weeks' time. Is 2 weeks too long, Racheal? Or I think I'll
2 weeks is good.
2 weeks is good because we want to do it before Parliament resumes. We want to carry out the advocacy. People, other women should understand it so that we can all lobby effectively for it, okay? For its passing.
Thank you very much for everybody that made it to the conference today. Thank you so much. I cannot call all of you.
Thank you, Racheal.
You know me, have we ever met?
Eh? Dolly?
Have we ever met? You said you know me. Have we ever met?
Dolly, I've met you. I'll remind you where I met you. I will remind you where I met you.
Okay.
I will remind you. I will remind you.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
everybody. Nima, well done.
Madam Femi, Anifa, Abbas, Mami, Awa, you know, Maria too. Thank you so much. Maria Taylor Camara, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Support.
Thank
you, Florence.
Thank you, Racheal.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been good. Thank you, Auntie Nima.
Thank you too.
Thank you,
Thank you. Next time I'll give you.
Dolly, I appreciate you. Always there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dolly is too mouthy for my comfort. Dolly is too mouthy.
Auntie Nima, you need me by your side, you know.
I do. That's why I'm trying to get to you. That's why I really want you by my side. I want you to be able to coax other women, encourage other women to support each other. Let's support each other. Let's continue to support each other. It's very important. Very important. I think, Racheal, if you can set up a WhatsApp group of all the people who have started today, it would be a very, very good pressure.
I have a WhatsApp group called Women and Politics that I just set up. I will put you in my doc.
Yes.
Nemata, I'll put you. Maratu, you can send me your contact on Facebook.
Will do. Okay.
Please, I'm asking every one of you here to, some of you are not on that forum, to send me a message on my Facebook Messenger. All right, ladies, thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Madam Nemata, you are the best. I know we have a fight.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks.
Racheal, you are very committed. Racheal, this is a fantastic job you are doing. You are very committed, and this is the right time to have somebody like you. Honestly, it's very, very important because this is a battle that we must not lose. We must win. Women must win, and women will win. That's what's gone. Women will win. Definitely.
Win. Definitely.
I was trying to look for the side-by-side song on my phone. I don't know where it is now. I will send it to the WhatsApp group so you will all sing it. Mami.
Okay.
Mami,
Yes.
can
Okay,
you
take
send
care.
it to
Bye.
me?
Rachel, I've sent you
Right,
the
take
number.
care. All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Join all
Thank
of
you.
us. Make sure you join all of us in it. Thank you.
Okay.
See you in 2 weeks' time. See you in 2 weeks' time.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye, Racheal. Bye.